Hello, Henning Pauli here from HP42. I'm here for boutique amp distribution and showing you the Friedman Motor City Drive. Yeah. This is a tube-powered vintage-style overdrive, which will sound obviously very, very nice in front of a clean amp, but when you put this in front of an already driven amp, it can really push it over the cliff, as my friend Nigel Tufnell used to say. I'm not friends with him. I don't know why I said that. Now, if we examine the packaging of the Motor City Drive by Friedman, we can see, well, it's a big cubic-y kind of box, and it is bigger because the pedal is bigger, but inside, which is kind of always neat, they give you a power supply, because you can power this with 12-volt DC, probably for more headroom, I assume. It takes 350 to 400 milliamps, which is quite a bit. Not every power supply on the market will give you that. Of course, the Friedman Power Grid 10 will give you that. You can power it with 9 to 12 volts, power supply included. It comes in a beautiful velvety bag, and also there's feet in the box. So what else do you want? Come on, feet. I love, by the way, I have to point that out, that little manual, because it's so tiny, and it says, drive, bass, middle, treble, volume. We know you know what these are. That's pretty much the directions that you get for these knobs. You know what? Because we know what drive, bass, middle, treble, and volume do. And there isn't really that much more to it. You turn it on and it goes, but in a good way. So we're going to test this now. Throw it on the table, throw it in front of a clean amp, which in this case will be the Rev Generator 120 on clean. That's a very nice clean channel. Then we're going to go to the channel 2, which is a slightly driven channel, and we're going to see how this can push it over the cliff, as my friend Nigel Tufnell used to say. And then, which is important for me, and I hope for you, we're going to put this in front of a whole bunch of amps and see how it behaves in front of their clean channels, because your drive is only as good as your amp. It's a whole synergy kind of system. And so I'm going to give you the sounds in front of a whole bunch of different amps, so hopefully you can judge what this can do for you. It can do magic, but that's just my opinion, which doesn't really count here. Use your ears. And now, in front of a whole bunch of different amps. In summation, quality pedals, sturdy connectors, everything really, really well built in the US, and it gets you those thick, saturated sounds that we want. Everything sounds, 11-ish. As my friend Nigel Tufnell used to say. Thanks for watching. See you guys.